Are we on here?
I think we're on.
We don't. Okay, here's the thing. With this new setup, we have someone who's operating the camera, a camera operator, right in front of us, and it's in front of our screen, so we can't hear or see anything.
I couldn't see.
And our producer, Billy, who we always talk about, could have given us a heads up,
Billy,
Bill.
what are you doing, Billy? What's going on, Billy? You know what? Billy was busy putting all of this together.
Yeah. And then he was like, yeah, you're up. Like,
yeah. Okay. Anyways, it is Monday, and I'm wearing what looks like slippers. Don't judge. My new Nordstrom rack find. The slides, the furry slides. My husband Caesar goes, really? You're wearing fur when it's like triple degree
So wait,
temps
they're
out
not
there?
slippers?
No, they have like hard bottoms. They're actual shoes.
But Uggs has a hard bottom slipper as well.
Hard bottoms. They still
I
look like
My slippers don't have hard bottoms. I'm wearing these out and about. I wore these out to the mall yesterday. They're slides. Yes.
Yeah. I will go to Target.
On the real, absolutely. Oh well, if I've been wearing slippers to the store, correct me if I'm. No, they were in the shoe section. They don't have slippers in the shoe section.
Okay.
Dina's
I'm not judging. I'm not judging.
She's judging me.
I thought they were comfortable.
Well, they kind of have to be slippers because you can't, like, there's no outfit that I could see you.
Oh, I wore this with a denim dress yesterday.
But they're like, oh, cool, like your kick it shoe.
Yeah, I can kick it. Let's chill.
Let's set on.
Let's.
I do will not catch you wearing those slippers with a denim dress.
Okay, well, these are in right now, everyone. Catch Puma with Rihanna. She recently teamed up. She has some cute slides out there. Everyone's wearing the slides.
She has a pair of jelly
LeVar
slides.
Ball and his son.
Well, it's a difference between the slides and a slipper, because the slides are historically the Adidas slide, the Nike slide, then Rihanna has the jelly
That's
slide.
what I'm calling these because I'm sliding my
the
foot
slides.
in.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
The first slides.
First slide.
Anyway, we've gone off the rails.
But I think that's what people want on a Monday, right?
On the
We've
rails,
so much news.
the train went.
Dina, we're talking shoes. That's never off the rails.
Okay.
Okay, let's talk about the Supreme Court.
Or do you want to do Snapchat first?
Let's do Snapchat. Let's do Snapchat.
Let's do
first.
Snapchat.
We'll ease
Snappity,
into Supreme
snappity
Court
chat.
hearing that's happening
Let's
today.
wake everyone up on a Monday.
I was trying with the slippers.
You're right.
Okay, girl.
Hopefully you're awake. So yes, Snapchat has just released this new feature that you don't even have to do anything for. It just will happen with an update if you get your phone out.
Which is ridiculous, by the way.
Okay, yeah. And what it does is it says exactly where you are on a map down to the exact cross streets so that anyone, even people who are not friends with you on Snapchat, can see where you are in the world at what time. So obviously this is something that a lot of parents are concerned about. And a lot of privacy experts are saying, hey, if you have a child who uses Snapchat, which we have seen in a survey recently done by a statistics company, 39% of teens prefer Snapchat over anything else, over Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. They're all on Snapchat. So parents, this is something you should be concerned about. It does show you where you are on a map, and it's basically going to give everybody an indication of where you're located, so you can go in and turn it off. But it is automatically on. So it's called the ghost setting, essentially.
Okay.
So I want to show you, if we can come back on camera with Pedro, our camera operator, Pedro.
What up, Pedro?
Okay, so this is Snapchat. I have it open. It's in video mode, right? You can see that screen behind me. So you pinch the screen.
Surprise, surprise. That was a new, I haven't been on Snap in a couple of days, so that was new to me.
You pinch the screen. You can see when I zoom out here on the world, you can see all these little icons. There are some that are created almost like Twitter mentions, where there's a lot of people checking in San Francisco for Pride. That's part of why this was created, for people to see what's going on in the world. But then if you look here, there are little people emojis. And that is actually someone who I know and the location of where they are right now.
Now, is it the exact location?
It's the exact.
Zoom up, see what happens.
Here, I'm going to show you guys where we are. So in the Sacramento area where the station is.
No, Dina, listen, we don't need people coming up to the
I know,
studio.
right?
Listen.
So, okay.
Showing up to the studio.
We, KXTV Television Studios, and exactly where I am in the building even.
What's wrong with your Bitmoji, though?
So I have blocked people. So no one can see me. So parents, I'm going to show you how to block, okay? You click the little person icon, and it says me, right? You click it. Oh, hold on.
Right.
Okay, settings, ghost mode. You have to click it on. So when I came to my phone this morning, it was off. Click on ghost mode, and then there will be a little block, a little emoji paddle that's a block. So no one can see this right now. No one knows where I am.
Okay, but what bothers me is that you can still see that someone is there. They just don't know it's you. Like your friends don't know it's you because your Bitmoji doesn't look like you. But
I don't know.
Do they know that?
Do you have your Snapchat with you?
Listen,
Check
even
to see
if
you
that
can
is
see
the
me.
case, that's kind of weird. Like I'm all for interacting
go
with
ahead.
people and us knowing where people are. Like, hey, so and so's here. We can hang out or kick it.
Unless
But-
I've given you my exact location with within text messaging, you can send your location. But
Right.
that is something that you choose to do. Like,
And
hey,
on
let me
Facebook
drop
and Twitter,
you.
you can do that.
You can't do that on
You
other
can
social
say,
media sites as well.
yes, put my location, and that's in the back end and settings, right? You go and you say location, just like you click yes for the microphone to be on, even when your apps aren't running. I mean, there are a lot of little things that we are automatically signing off on and saying yes to by just agreeing to the terms and what is it, terms and agreements? You click the box just because you want to get to the app and start
Right.
using it, not realizing that you were saying yes to all of these things. But what bothers me about Snapchat, knowing the statistics, knowing how many young people are on this app, what is the good? What's the point for them to automatically have this location feature, knowing how creepy people are?
I don't really know. They
want
say,
people to just always know where everyone's at?
they say,
They're
you
trying
know,
to
you
promote,
can
like,
find your friends
interaction.
wherever they are in the world. And so if you see somebody who you know who's visiting Spain, you can go along and follow them on their path through Spain. And you can check in on people who you don't necessarily
snapping
talk
isn't
to every
enough?
day. But that's the thing. I think that this could be used for so much more bad than good that it concerns me. So for parents out there and people who are listening, what do you think about this feature? Do you think that it should exist? Do you
we
think
have-
it's worth
We
it?
here's
have
the
one
thing.
comment from Roxy Phillips, and
Okay.
she says, I'm a parent of 2 teens, and I'm not sure I'm a fan of this feature on this app. I was okay with the funny little videos, but now that they're letting people know where my children are, I may have to discontinue the use.
Which Mom, you can go in, like Dina just explained and showed, and click ghost mode. But the fact of the matter
Yeah.
is, how long was it going to take?
Right.
For them?
And why wasn't it something that you could turn on? Instead of it
Yes.
being automatically there, why
Yeah.
wouldn't Snapchat come out and say, hey, if you want people to know where you are, go turn it on? Instead, I came in this morning and my little emoji showed where I was and I was shocked.
You're
I'm
kind
like,
of freaking
wait.
out. See, and I don't know what's different about your settings. Okay, so here's my Snapchat, right? So if you want to come in here, Pedro, is there a glare? Can you guys see this here?
Maybe a
How's
little.
it
It
looking,
looks
Amelia?
just really dark. Just
Really
like a
dark.
dark
Oh.
screen. Oh, they,
That's because I didn't have a click.
yeah.
So then I go like this. Okay, I'm getting
Oh,
notifications.
there you go.
Okay. I'm starting the process. I click next. It does ask me who can see my location on the map. So it's asking me right away, only me, ghost mode, my friends, or select friends. And I'm going to say ghost mode because I'm just...
Oh, so you can turn ghost
so
mode on
you
from
can
there.
turn ghost mode on the minute you start
Okay.
using the feature. So
Okay.
maybe you had clicked through
And
in
didn't
the
notice
past
that?
and didn't notice that. Or
Maybe.
maybe they changed. I didn't do that little...
I looked at this at
Yeah, but
3 o'clock in
let's
the
think
morning,
about
so I
the
don't
allure
remember.
of someone who's maybe 15. When you're 15, you know, the world is your oyster. You want to meet people, and I want to see videos, and I want to do the Musical.ly app, and I just want to have fun and whoop-de-woo. So I'm more likely, and I'm just assuming, especially considering my niece who is 18,
Right.
she would probably say, sure, show my location, because in a new generation, it's all about connecting, and it's all about this idea that we
No
are
FOMO.
one world, and that we are all
No FOMO.
one, and we can all interact globally. So for someone younger, I see the appeal.
But they don't think about
Exactly. But it's
Joe
just different.
Schmo who's out there looking to see where all the 37% of kids
But
are.
is this different from
That's us. That's
That's what I'm
Dina
talking
watching
Is this
us.
different from when you check in on Facebook? Because I
No.
always feel weird when I
Yes.
check in on Facebook things saying, oh, I'm at the AMC movie theater, whoop-de-woo. I'm thinking some creep could come up in here knowing that I'm at the
Yes,
AMC
but you
movie theater.
have the option when you
you're right.
are saying what you're doing or posting a picture, you have the option to put location. And that's a nice option in the time. I don't want in the back end for Facebook to already implement that feature so that everyone knows every time I post. I don't think that's cool.
So I think as social media continues to compete with one another, all these platforms, Snapchat has kind of been, in a lot of reports that I've seen, losing audiences, losing their users to
Yes.
things like Instagram, and even Twitter is starting to gain users again.
Yeah.
We've done stories on that. So they're trying to come up with something new and something different.
And who's their audience? Again, let's always go back to marketing.
Exactly.
They're trying to
Yes.
appeal to this younger demo, not the old ladies like us these days who are going, oh, that's too much information.
And I was pretty shocked to see that 39% of teens, ages 13 to 18, I think is what the statistic was that I saw, was using Snapchat over anything else still. Because I thought with the integration of Instagram stories, people would start transitioning back over. But I still think for the young kids, they feel like that's an element that maybe parents don't have as much access to.
Because they don't get it. It's too complicated. And
it's a lot of swiping and clicking, and I still don't really get Snapchat. That's why I don't use it. But yeah, we have Roxy who said you can teach your kids all you want, but they'll be enticed by outside influences.
Sure.
I agree. I think that parents can say, hey, put on ghost mode, but then the friend's going to be like, are you going to that concert? I want to see what you're, you know, when you're there and who else is going. So we're all going to make our locations available, which I see potential harm in that.
I mean, it's the same. Okay, so then if you ask yourself, though, what's the difference? And I can already answer this because there is a difference when you put on Snap, oh, I'm at a concert, blah, 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 and you put the tag of where you're at location-wise. It tells you what venue. You have that option to say, oh, I'm in downtown or midtown. It tells you the city, but the difference here is that it's the exact, like, cross streets that this allows you.
And this morning, I have a friend who works here, and at 3 a.m., I could see where she was. Really? Exact house where she was. I'm not going to say who it was because hopefully she's changed her settings by now. But I was like, I feel like I'm invading her privacy because I was looking at this app for the story to research. So I looked at the map, and one of our girlfriends who works here popped up, and I'm like, somebody could literally go straight to that house right now, which is terrifying.
They have to be following that said person.
No.
You have to be friends with them.
Well,
you can't just see everyone in the world.
You can click to be follow that user.
Follower.
Yeah,
a follower, not necessarily
But people follow you if you don't know
whether
them.
you want them or not.
Yeah, that's social media.
Snapchat.
People add you on Snapchat if they don't know you. They follow you on Instagram if they don't know you, and even on Facebook, people try to add you on Facebook even if they don't know you.
Yeah.
So to me, there's really no way around it. I think again the concern. When you are 15, you're not really looking or watching your back the way that someone who maybe is 40 is. The world just isn't that big of a place.
Yeah,
you
don't believe it.
You don't believe it. So I don't know. This is just so weird. It kind of creeps me out.
I just want Snapchat to step. I understand it's a business. You're doing everything to keep your followers and keep the interest alive. I understand that, but at some point, I feel as though big companies like that on the social media side of things has this obligation. They have this obligation to protect and serve, just like our firefighters and our police force protecting and serving our community. Yeah. The movers and shakers of these big tech giant companies have an obligation to protect and serve the kids who are using these applications. And yes, it's up to the parents, but you're also creating this monster. And in some cases, it's a beautiful thing. It keeps the world connected. I've never felt more connected with my friends of the past, with new friends, with family, or even, this industry. I feel like we are being fed so much information all the time. That's a good thing, but there is such a thing as too much information, I feel.
And bad information.
And bad information.
So yeah, we know that we have a couple topics we want to get to, but
and then what is Facebook saying about this, and what's Twitter saying about this? Because are they going to start to do this now just to compete? It's always like Snapchat is doing something, so then you're going to see Instagram, which is owned by Facebook, and
Twitter will prompt you. When I post something from here, it says location Sacramento. Yeah. So unless I go in and say remove my location, they do prompt you already. So I think it is the responsibility of these social media gurus to say, you know what, maybe that's not so safe. Maybe we don't have it automatically do that. Maybe you can add it if you want to.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't be surprised because social media is a trickle down. We see one platform getting video. Snapchat had the video, and then Instagram got the video, and then Facebook got the video. Twitter got the video. So I wouldn't be surprised if Snapchat has the location map, then Instagram has a location map, then Facebook has a location map. So now your aunties know where to find you.
Right. And I did tweet, by the way, the 4 steps on how to turn on ghost mode. But real quickly, I tried to put @Snapchat on my Twitter post today, and it wouldn't let me post it. So as soon as I untagged Snapchat, it when I took
like
the
a
ad
low-key
away, it works. So tell me if any of you have that problem.
Is it because Snapchat has their privacy setting to
I think it's
can't
Twitter.
tag, or Twitter's throwing shade and saying you can't talk about Snapchat.
You can't use this
on my
social platform to promote another social platform.
Oh, it's also
But anyways, it's on there
exhausting.
and my Facebook page if you want to check it out, parents.
Well, thank you, Dana, for that. Okay, so